You're watching news. First up next is Action TV.
The Muthuwalla settlement in Valikanda, Dimulugala was established 22 years ago under the accelerated Mahawali development scheme. People selected from areas including Badulla, Kandy and Yatyantuta were settled here. In 1994, the Muthuwalla Junior School was constructed for the education of their children. The school, which provides education up to year 5, commenced with a staff of 5 volunteer teachers. The school, which commenced in 1994, received its first permanent staff appointment in the form of a principal in 1999. With the war intensifying, the residents of Muthuwalla were forced to leave their settlement and head for their hometowns, leaving the school to go into ruin. Following the end of the war, the original settlers returned to Muthuwalla and the Muthuwalla Junior School too was reopened. But at present, there are insufficient teachers to keep the school functioning. There are at present 1 principal, 1 permanent teacher and 2 volunteer teachers for the 5 classes in the school.
Since it is an extremely rural school, either teachers do not want to come out here or it is difficult to retain those who do. They are always attempting to put a transfer request and go elsewhere.
While about 445 children are being educated in this school, in 2011 for the first time 2 students passed the Year 5 scholarship examination. If the school is to be shut down for whatever reason, then the nearest school for these children is situated 12 kilometers away. The children have no transport facilities to speak of in order to go to that school.
We went to the Department of Education and told them that we need a teacher. They said that they would provide a teacher within 14 days, but there still is no teacher. There are only 2 teachers in this school and it is very difficult for them to teach. The children have been left to despair. We are asking for a teacher.
Shouldn't every effort be made to ensure that the children of Muthuwalla who had their education sabotaged by the war are at least now given an opportunity to obtain education following the end of the war? Governor of the North Central Province, this is over to you.
The pinnacle of the newly constructed pagoda of the Kumalamalahena Sri Kassapa Bodhiraja Vihar in Vandura Bugol was unveiled yesterday.
The event, which was held under the auspices of Venerable Niyangoda Vijitasiri Thero, the Anunayaka of the Malwatu chapter, also saw the participation of UNP Deputy Leader Sajid Premadasa. A sum of 50,000 rupees was donated to the Viharya under the Sasunata Aruna program. When we look at the temples in our country which are existing amidst numerous hardships and without much sponsorship, we can observe the dire need for a practical and proactive program to ensure the continuity of the Sambuddha Sasanaya.
A media briefing was held in Colombo today to create awareness on the possibility of cooperation in the fields of research and innovation with Europe. The briefing was organized by the European Union delegation in Sri Lanka in collaboration with the Sri Lanka Foundation Institute. The guest of honor at the event was Willy Vandenberg, the head of operations of the EU delegation in Sri Lanka. Awareness was created on the FP7 project, which is the main EU instrument for funding research activities. With a budget of 54 billion euros, FP7 is the biggest research program in the world.
Well, time now for the newspaper cartoon of the day.
Sri Lanka Cricket today refused to share any information pertaining to the security costs of the upcoming 2020 World Cup. The refusal came during a media briefing in Colombo today to discuss ground facilities and security plans. However, after being questioned by a reporter, SLC revealed that the ICC would be spending $30 million on the entire tournament.
No, tell them about the budget. You want to know about the budget? The budget that ICC has set aside, which we are benefiting from, is $30 million US.
ICC American dollar million ICC T20 World Cup එකේ ප්‍රවේශ පත්‍ර වෙනුවෙන්.
ඔව්.
මේක ඇත්තද බොරු?
ඇත්ත.
එතකොට මේ ප්‍රවේශ පත්‍ර අලෙවියෙන් අපට ආදායම ඉහළ ගියොත් ඒ ආදායම අපට ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඇමරිකානු ඩොලර් මිලියන 2ක් පමණයි ලැබෙන්නේ.
ඉහළ ගියොත් ඒ ආදායම මේ full member countries අතරේ බෙදෙනවා.
නමුත් 2011 semi final එක ලංකාවේ තිබුණ නිසා අපි විශාල මුදලක් උපයා ගත්තා. ඒ member countries අතර බෙදුනේ නැහැ. ඒකේ commitment එකක් තිබ්බේ නැහැ. 2011 ටිකට් වික්කේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා ක්‍රිකට් ආයතනය. ඔව්.
මෙවර ටිකට් විකුණන්නේ ICC එකේ.
ඇයි
ඒ ටිකට් දැන් ගිය පාර ටිකට් වල සෑහෙන ප්‍රශ්න තිබුණා. අනිත් එක අපි මේ කැල්කියුලේට් කරලා බැලුවා ෆුල් හවුස් එකක් තිබුණත් අපිට මේ $2 million තරම් ආදායමක් ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ කියලා. ටිකට් කීයද? 27.50යි, රුපියල් 55යි, රුපියල් 110යි.
Also in sports news, Nepal and India booked their places in the finals of the second South Asian Women's Football Championship after defeating hosts Sri Lanka and Afghanistan in their respective semi-final matches.
The encounter took place at the CR today. Today's first encounter, Nepal defeated host Sri Lanka 3-0 after a strong second-half performance. The game remained a stalemate at half-time, but goals from captain Jamuna Gurung and Anu Lahma and Lakshmi Kumari in the 48th, 76th and 93rd minute respectively assured the Nepal team safe passage into the finals. Meanwhile, in the other encounter of the day, India trounced Afghanistan by a massive scoreline of 11-0. India led the first half 6-0 and went on to add a further 5 goals in the second half. 3 players scored hat-tricks for India, with Shashmika Malik scoring 4 goals, while Kamala Devi and Bemi Devi both scored 3 each. India will now meet Nepal in the finals.
Well, that's a wrap from the News First team. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Arundhati Mudannaika.
And I'm Shane Silva. Good night.